This is gonna be so fun.
Así es gracias a ustedes. Disfruten de WrestleMania. Well, the stars are out tonight. We'd like to welcome Tony Alashek, the chairman of the GEA for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They welcome us into their country a couple of times a year. He's enjoying WrestleMania here.
Welcome to the show, Turkey. Thank you for coming. We're leading out with the biggest wagon in WWE, the Yeet Train. Starts WrestleMania 41.
Well, let's get down to business now. Wade hit the nail on the head. All the fun and games are over here in a couple of minutes. For Jey Uso, he comes in tonight, Wade, 0-6 in World Championship matches in his career. Perhaps more importantly, 0-3 when it comes to doing one-on-one with Gunther.
Well, pressure is no greater than right here at WrestleMania. Jay's been here before. He's done it before, but he's done it in tag action where he's had somebody to lean on. He stands alone, and it must be the most lonely spot on planet Earth, knowing what is about to walk down this aisle. He's not alone at all. I think you can see clear.
Hilarious that his main event Jey Uso, but kicking off WrestleMania. Oh, that's a crazy entrance though.
Gunther marching his way to the ring. He has only been pinned by two men since arriving on the scene on Monday Night Raw a number of years ago. One was Cody Rhodes back at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia in November. The other was a year ago, Pat right here at WrestleMania, when he went into the matchup a heavy favorite against the underdog Sami Zayn. Sami would go on to upset Gunther and end the 666-day reign as champion.
And certainly Sami Zayn is a very capable competitor, so maybe Gunther took him less seriously than he should. A record at 51-3, this man wins and wins and wins.
This is gonna be a serious match though. I like the look that Gunther and Jay both have on their face.
With Jey Uso barking back. Ladies and gentlemen, this match tonight is presented by Slim Jim. Get savage with America's favorite golden spicy meat stick. Snap in. You're a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. Also making her WrestleMania debut tonight, our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds.
Main event Jey Uso.
And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther.
Jey Uso won the 2025 Royal Rumble. He would go on to pick this man, Gunther, to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Funny how Michael Cole never can say Royal Rumble. Never can.
Monster known as Gunther.
That's a mountain to climb from the word go.
Also, do you see how beautiful that WrestleMania stage looks? It's amazing. It's amazing. One of the greatest stages ever.
From the off, but the last 2 weeks, we've seen a very different version of main event Jay.
You win the Royal Rumble, you have an opportunity to be a world champion. No matter who you face, it's going to be tough. This one might be the toughest of them all.
Talked a lot over the past couple of weeks, the fact that after bloody and bludgeoning Jey Uso's brother Jimmy, that Gunther sent Jey Uso into another space, into another plane. Jey Uso's been intense. Jey Uso has been focused, and perhaps, Wade, for the first time, Gunther has lost some control of this situation.
Yeah, it's been a morphing act by Jey Uso, and that morphing act has completely rattled the jam. Everything Gunther thought he knew about Jey Uso has gone out the window.
I think everything Jey Uso thought he knew about Jey Uso has gone out the window. Feels like a new person as of late.
I go on. I'm still in shambles.
Wait each other out here a little bit.
I still feel in shambles.
Problem for Jey,
But
as
Jesus.
before, 0-3 in one-on-one matches with Gunther back in 2024 when Jey Uso was the Iron Man in the Rumble that year.
Let's get started, Cole.
15 minutes before being eliminated by Gunther. We're underway. Are you surprised, Wade, that Jey Uso went with a collar and elbow tie-up to start this match?
Yeah, I am completely. Listen, the mindset of Jey Uso may have appeared to have changed over the past 2 weeks. Physically, he's still the same guy. That's the problem. Physically, nobody.
Oh, and Jey fires back to the right. Then he drops Gunther. And Gunther now back on his heels. And he's going to
Well, hello.
the ring now.
Well, hello. Well, hello.
Physically, that
Interesting.
gives you lock Gunther. But when Gunther feels a weakness on himself, he fixes it and comes back stronger.
Yeah, Jey Uso has actually put on some muscle over the last few months. He's got a new neck tap, so physically he's different as well coming in here. And I think what Gunther just realized was, wait a minute, Jey Uso can throw hands if he has to.
Yeah, real contrast in styles in this matchup. Gunther is steadfast, machine-like. He's redefined brutality here in WWE. For Jey Uso, he's flashy, he's quick, he's a veteran. Looking to outsmart Gunther here tonight, which I'm not sure you can do against the ring general.
Well, Gunther leaves no stone unturned in his preparation, especially for the biggest matches here at WrestleMania. Jey Uso simply cannot outmaneuver the champ physically.
Side headlock. And Pat, if you're Gunther, you want to try to ground and pound Uso tonight, right?
Absolutely. Gunther's trying to pound everything in sight.
Big shoulder tackle. Uso with his quickness moves out of the way. And Jey Uso with a shoulder tackle of his own. Chopped by Gunther.
And those are going to be the equalizers here.
And a step up into Curry drops the champ again. And again, Gunther has to roll out of the way and try to reassess the situation.
Step up insecurity gives Jey a little bit of peace here.
Well, here's the shocking moment. That huge chop from Gunther there. Jey just ate it. It rattled him, but he didn't go down. That has surprised the big Austrian.
The dominant champion who's held the title 80% of his career in WWE. 870 days.
They really got people sitting up on the stage. It's crazy.
666 days.
That's actually so cool that you get to sit on the stage for WrestleMania.
Back at SummerSlam. One thing Gunther has to do, Pat, is
Also, why does my eyebrows itch?
crowd to get into this match.
Yeah,
Is that a Nas Reed sign?
The eating started here in Las Vegas, and maybe it isn't. in his
Are we
end
like
that the whole
actually
stadium-
acknowledging Nas Reed of the Timberwolves?
Explain to us the importance of the momentum of the crowd to help your team.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing. Stats and analytics don't really know how to explain it, but if the vibes are good and they're going,
Oh! Confidence is high.
Oh boy.
And Gunther into the cover now. Jey forced to kick out. I'm not sure you want to try to overpower Gunther here.
Yeah, and I guess you're overestimating the importance of crowd noise when it comes to Gunther. A lot of people, yes, it will affect. Gunther is just built so different. He's got the granite mindset. Noise from the peanut gallery is not going to affect him at all.
we'll talk about noise. The chops to Jey's chest tonight that people are going to hear maybe for the first time, alarming. What that right hand of that Austrian man can do, he's devastating.
Get him down.
From Jey Uso. And now Gunther backing up into the corner again, and Jey Uso caught it. And Jey now starting to roll. Gunther, the champion, could be in some trouble. Gunther was not expecting. Oh, that stopped Jey in his tracks.
Oh. Oh God.
It's been flurries. It's been 100 miles an hour from Jey Uso. It has rattled the champ on occasion, but one killer blow like that changes everything.
And again, another look at this chop.
It's his finisher. Boom! If he hits it, it could be over immediately.
And remember, guys, no hurry for Gunther here. He's got the champion's advantage. Jey must pin or submit Gunther to win the title.
This is the pace that Gunther likes. It was that 100 miles an hour stuff from Jey Uso that was playing into Uso's game plan. Now this is all back to the drawing board.
Gunther goes 6'4", 250. Again, up on straight, and that big uppercut drops Jey again. And now it almost feels like, Pat, that Gunther's starting to settle in.
Yeah, this is right where Gunther likes to be. He's in complete control. You are at his mercy, and he's chomping and thumping your body.
Jesus.
And if you were Jey Uso, Wade, this is what you had to try to avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. You asked anyone 3 weeks ago, Jey Uso had zero chance in this match. All that's changed
Here comes the chops.
is a couple of fired-up speeches from Jey Uso. Physically, he's exactly the same, and now he's getting dominated by Gunther. This was inevitable.
You don't think that affected Gunther emotionally at all?
Until the bell rings, and then something switches in the mind of Gunther. And this version appears.
Now the match settling into the point where I believe many people thought this match would be, that the dominance of Gunther didn't want to believe, wanted to believe in Jey.
Oh!
Coming out of midair with a spear, chased down a skill win over Gunther, who's got to kick it.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, and if everything you're saying, Wayne, is true, then Jey Uso didn't just spear Gunther out of his boots and almost win the title right here in Las Vegas.
Take another look at this. Spear connects to perfection, but to be honest, Gunther absorbed it, kicked out at exactly the right moment, keeps the match alive. And really, Jey Uso took too long to follow it up.
You got to wonder if Jey got all that spear. Full momentum, but Jey's still fighting back, and Gunther seems to be on his heels a bit here.
Jey Uso is back in charge.
Oh, wow! Never mind!
The biggest equalizer in the game. Throw whatever you want at Gunther. Wait a second.
Look at the power! Jey turned it into a Samoan drop. Great counter by Jey. He's been beaten by that power bomb before.
I'll tell you this, Jey Uso is as locked in as I have ever seen him. I go back 16 years with that guy. This is a very different, more combative version of Jey Uso.
Referee Sean Bennett, the official in this World Championship matchup. Gunther now will not allow Uso to get to the top rope. Gunther will meet him there, however. And now the world champion looking to take control. Hooking Uso, top rope now for Gunther. And a suplex driving Jey Uso across the ring. There's a throw off the top rope.
Oh my God.
Drop kick by the gargantuan Gunther.
Power bomb.
Put Uso away with a power bomb. And this is what we're afraid of. Stacks him up for the win and the retention.
Oh!
How did Jey kick out of that?
Well, Gunther is transforming the game before our eyes. No one in history has stacked heavy offense in a row quite like Gunther. This is the final piece in the puzzle, the high-stacked powerbomb. Final piece until it wasn't. Jey Uso still has some resolve left in it.
What a night tonight at Allegiant Stadium. We kick off WrestleMania Saturday with the World Heavyweight title on the line. Over 60,000 will be in this building tonight in Las Vegas.
Absolutely electrifying atmosphere. WrestleMania weekends are a must-do for any human with breath.
Wild 24 hours already. Right hand. Big slap by Gunther, drops Jey again.
Big slap.
And now Gunther looking to deliver yet another power bomb to Jey Uso. Jey Uso around with a nice line. Jey Uso, spear again by Jey.
Uh-oh.
Jey's got Gunther hurt.
Of course, I start having a sneeze attack at this moment. Uso splash. Oh my God.
Well, they both now dropped their heaviest artillery, and it simply hasn't worked. Gunther with a second bite of the cherry. Jey beats into the punch with this spear, this time following it up with that iconic splash. But Gunther is the champ for a reason, and this one lives on.
And it's interesting because both the men have hit their finishers, their Uso splash and the power bomb. And you got to believe his frustration, starting to set in for Gunther.
What the hell's Gunther doing? He's taking his bat and ball and going home.
Gunther has grabbed his world title. And Jey Uso.
Oh no!
And Gunther used the belt as a weapon. Jey Uso with a belt to the face. Gunther now going up to the top rope. Gunther with a splash.
Oh no!
And steal this matchup.
Yes! Come on! Come on, Jay.
And now the frustration is setting in with him. Gunther realized that was his opportunity now locking in the sleeper. The choke is locked in.
This looks very similar to what was happening to Jimmy a couple weeks ago.
Indeed, Jey Uso is forced to watch as his brother was choked out. Bloody mess in the center of the ring.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Come on.
Somehow, Jey trying to make it to the rope. Gunther going to turn it around now and lock it in.
The eyes of Jey Uso slowly fading. This is the last roll of the dice if he can't get to that rope.
Jey trying to make it to the rope. Gunther doing a nice job blocking.
Oh no!
Wow. No.
It's just a matter of time.
Squeezing the soul out of the body of Jey Uso, still scrambling.
Made it to the rope. Jey made it to the rope. Great move by Jey. Made it to the rope. The official gives Gunther a 5 to break.
I thought that was it, Wade.
Come on.
Gunther was going to do what he's done so many times in the past, and that's just make Jey Uso go night.
We ain't night quite yet, but things are getting incredibly close.
Gunther screaming at Uso, obviously frustrated, trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Jey away. A couple of vicious knees to the jaw of Jey Uso, and another chop, and Gunther's ticked off right now.
You get hit with a title, your brain is scrambled. Jey Uso at this point completely defenseless. I'm starting to question the likelihood of Jey Uso's ongoing aliveness.
We saw the official Sean Bennett again checking on Jey Uso. Jey says, just bring it. And now another chop by Gunther. Uso is laughing. Jey Uso is laughing at the chops from Gunther.
Jey Uso said, you know the family I grew up in, you think you're going to be able to out-tough me?
And another one walks right into that, drops Jey to the knees. I'm sure that was wise, but to your point, Jey might not have a clue where he's at.
You laugh all you want. Imminently, Jey Uso is going to start looking like Jimmy did several weeks ago.
That's a really good point. Gunther promised he would bloody and bludgeon and batter Jey Uso in this match tonight.
Gunther waiting for Jey to get back to his feet.
Oh, Jey back to his feet. Nice throw by Uso. World champ. It's on the left arm.
Ooh.
Heaving the
And another chop. Drops the challenger.
At this point, Jey Uso clearly is not thinking like the normal Jey Uso. The referee needs to keep a close eye on this. Part of the job of the referee is to protect competitors when they can't protect themselves.
It's a championship fight. Jey Uso nowhere near quit.
Jey fighting back. Physical, vicious championship matches in all genres here in Las Vegas over the years. Gunther and Jey now exchanging blows like massive heavyweights in the middle of the ring. What's going to give here? It's Gunther with a clothesline. Jey still on his feet. A clothesline to Gunther as well. Jey still standing tall.
Slap that motherfucker. God damn. Oh. Yo. This is Jay's best match. This is Jay's best match of his career so far. They finally letting this man stop doing super kicks, letting this man just go out there, have a fight with a guy that he can actually fight with.
The choke now on Uso, able to duck from underneath. Nice German suplex by Jey.
It's taking a minute, but he can't take too long. Gunther will take advantage.
Jey going deep into the playbook tonight.
Jey Uso is basically hitting Gunther's greatest hits on Gunther right now. That clothesline, that German suplex. Gunther, whatever he expected tonight, it certainly was not this.
There's a great game plan developed here by Jey Uso. And Jey out there.
God
That's a
damn.
dinosaur drop kick. drops the number one contender in his tracks. Gunther now, center of the ring. Hoisting Jey Uso up, powerbomb position. Jey with a counter. Jey counters. Jey's got Gunther.
Into his own power bomb. Oh, there's no way.
Moves from the repertoire of the champ. Studying film. Throwing his game.
Jey just hit Gunther with a powerbomb and a super kick, and suddenly Uso showing signs of life.
A power bomb to the ring general.
Roman Reigns told us on Pat McAfee show Friday how proud he was of Jey Uso in this opportunity tonight. Spear! Speaking of Roman Reigns, a spear by Jey. Gunther's down. Jey's gonna climb high.
Go on, Jey.
Uso splash! Smart by Jey. One didn't get it done last time, so Jey is gonna try to develop another one here. A second Uso splash.
Rolls through again.
Gotta do all four corners. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's on his back.
Jey Uso going for the trifecta in Vegas. Connects this time to the back of Gunther. Does Jey have a chance? Does Jey Uso have a chance for the upset of the year?
Is Jey Uso about to be world champion? You're a better man. You put it all on Jey Uso.
And now Jey with a
Oh, there's no way.
sleeper on Gunther.
Oh, there's no way.
Around it. Uso's got it locked in on Gunther.
Oh my God, he tapped! He tapped! He tapped! What? What?
You guys want to talk about poetic justice? Jey Uso turned the tables tonight on Gunther.
Jey Uso's world champion.
Jey Uso wins his first title. He rolled the dice on the strip and it paid off. Gunther tapped out.
Wow.
Take us to the end of this.
What a miracle performance from Jey Uso. This is where it looked like the fix was in for Gunther, connecting with the skull of Jey with that championship, following it up with this massive splash. But something came over Jey Uso tonight and he refused to be denied. And once
Gunther
again,
tapped out.
throwing everything he had at the man. But
Jey
Jey was
did it.
simply equal to it and more.
Jey did it. Jey Uso did it.
Hitting Gunther with multiples of his own offense, then pulling out Jey Uso's own greatest hits. The spear, the splash, we saw multiple super kicks, but this was the poetic moment that Michael Cole mentioned. Just when Jey Uso's hopes were fading, he saw a vision of his own brother covered in blood, and this is how he chose to defeat the man that put Jimmy Uso in that state.
Ladies and gentlemen, a career that started a couple of decades ago in a small promotion that was before NXT, known as Florida Championship Wrestling. The late, great Dusty Rhodes once said that Jimmy and Jey Uso were going to be massive stars. And tonight, Jey Uso fulfilled that prophecy. From Tampa, Florida to Las Vegas.
And look who's in the ring. Look who's in the ring. Let's go.
You did it, Jey!
And look who is in the ring. Brother Jimmy, tears in his eyes.
Oh, it's so crazy how a year changes.
There's a reason it's day one-ish. The twin brothers, together through thick and thin, they've had their problems, they've battled each other, they've been at each other's side. But tonight, Jimmy Uso
You love to see this.
to present his brother Jey with the most coveted prize, the World Heavyweight Championship.
day one ish. This is just day one of the Jey Uso era as world champion.
You know that Jey Uso's father, the Hall of Famer Rikishi, is somewhere in this stadium tonight. Pat, you remember, and Wade, you were there that night with me, back in Indianapolis, Indiana. The night that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, when you and I walked into a bar at our hotel, and Rikishi, Jay's father, was there, and he ran up to us, and he gave us a massive hug, and there were tears in his eyes as he watched his son win the Rumble. You can only imagine what Rikishi is doing tonight, because he can call his son the world heavyweight. Yeah.
You talk about working your ass off, doing it the right way, winning over every single human in the WWE universe, and then cashing in on the grandest stage of them all to become world champion. You're talking about a dream come true. You're talking about an iconic storyline that'll live forever. You're talking about a youth documentary that might be about a future truth in this industry. Jey Uso's world champ, Cole. Why don't you go on in? Eat a little bit.
Congratulations to the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Say it one time, Pat.
Jey Uso, world champ.
That's so awesome. So awesome. That's a nice way to start Mania.
Let me talk to you. Jammed up? Yeah. Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. Tear it to the spine.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Walked into my life just like a dream. Like a dream.
It'll always be me.
Tonight belongs to the American Nightmare.
The Queen.
Man, what a night. Jey Uso, the new World Heavyweight Champion. And the amazing visuals you're seeing tonight at WrestleMania are presented by Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Get ready to rev it up in the legendary fighting game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, comes to your PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on April 24th. Man, the celebrities are out in Vegas tonight, Pat.
That is right. Shout out to everybody that came through, including 9-time Grammy Award-winning music producer and genius Rick Rubin. Big wrestling fan, massive supporter. As is Chris Angel, host of Mind Freak, currently live the Circus today in Las Vegas. He once saw it.
Chris Angel is still doing dumb shit.
On TV.
I shouldn't say dumb shit, but he's still doing shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Kittle, a 6-time Pro Bowler, taking a beer to the face.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I love to see that.
Erica coverage the house since 1925. Happy 100 to the Goodyear blimp. I'm still worked up over what Jey Uso accomplished.
Where in the hell is that
The
one?
sunsets of the era of positivity and awakens a frightening New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods will take on the War Raiders in a World Tag Team Championship clash. Up next. For now, here's an exclusive look at New Day's pursuit of the titles the War Raiders have held since December.
When we started this 10 years ago, all we had was each other. Until I am medically cleared to return to this ring, I am going to remind the two of you exactly who you are.
Let's see what it says.
You left us. I broke my neck. You chose yourself over us. You are never going to be medically cleared. And since that's the case, why don't you get the hell out of this ring and get back to your desk where you belong?
It's us, Corey.
It's a new era of the New Day. Nobody likes it. We came. I think it's best if you find somewhere else to change. If you don't let us speak,
Eternal pride is over.
no! You know all that we've done.
Where is it?
Xavier Woods' family has turned on him because of his actions towards Big E. You didn't tell me you're this man over one day.
Woo, Day! You both should be ashamed of yourselves.
Come on, everybody, shut up! You are looking at the greatest tag team to ever step foot in professional wrestling.
How about this? What the New Day is willing to do to get our titles back?
We demand what we are owed and what we deserve, and that is a title match for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. It's a new day.
Xavier, Kofi, you run your mouths about how the New Day is the greatest tag team of all time. But the fact of the matter is, the War Raiders have blazed a path of domination for more than a decade.
World Tag Team titles on the line.
We had you beat. You took the coward's way out. You knew you couldn't beat us. You say this is about these titles, but it's about more than these championships now. You took this to a whole new level. Because you didn't come for these titles. You came for my neck. Tried to end my career. So at WrestleMania, this isn't going to be a match for hell. This isn't even going to be a fight. This is war. War? It's been war the whole time. But the warpath stops at WrestleMania when we take back what belongs to us. And we remind the entire world that your boys, the New Day, are the greatest tag team on the face of planet Earth.
Why is this match on the Mania card? I seriously need to understand.
Raise their hands to the sky and scream in unison. Thank God for the New Day.
It's your boys.
These guys suck. That's one way to put it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It's for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 417 pounds. Here
tonight looking for a record 12 tag team titles. Interesting, guys. Xavier Woods is 0-6 at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston is just 2-13 at the big show. Well, guys, beginning tonight, every superstar performing will wear a commemorative WrestleMania patch that will be inserted in the top trading cards later this year. Beginning on Monday's episode of WWE Raw, any debuting superstar will sport the main roster debut patch, which will similarly be featured in a future set of top WWE trading cards. You never know. You might pull that one-of-one top trading card.
Talking about what superstars are wearing tonight. How about these outfits from the New Day? First of all, clearly a nod to WrestleMania 9's Giant Gonzalez.
How did that work out?
Did you smell chloroform right now? Keep that on ice. However, look closer at the patch. There is a three-headed unicorn on the backs of both of these men. One of the heads has withered and died. I'm sure we can all figure out who that refers.
Yeah, you were very disrespectful to Big E on the Countdown show earlier today, Wade.
I understand the perspective of the New Day. Big E was an albatross around their necks. He's basically turned these guys. George Kittle mouthing off.
I hope George Kittle beats their ass right here, right now.
High security. This is not acceptable at this level. Beat him up, George. This is on NFL field. Let them
You got a match.
speak.
Wait a
You
minute.
got a match.
Wait a minute.
You got a match.
George Kittle acting like a fan, screaming at the New Day. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I think he swore that that was the problem. You should have punched him, George.
You know what time it is. Raw is war.
Raiders. It's not war, it's mania.
And your opponents at a combined weight of 597 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions. Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders.
When you see him, you know. Mania is war.
And they are defending the tag titles from Raw, that is World Tag Team titles. Listen, Eric and Ivar dressed as Clash of Clan characters tonight. Eric as the Barbarian King, Ivar as Pekka.
And this is an absolute disgrace. Who are the video game aficionados in WWE? It is the New Day. Up, up, down, down. And even the video game world has turned their backs on one of the greatest tag teams of all time and refused to give them the outfits.
I'll tell you what, you go up, down, down against the Barbarian King. First hero unlocked at Town Hall 7. Has high damaging to protect the troops with low health. And then you go down to Pekka. This is a robot-like troop with high damage and good armor. You put those two together, I think the New Day are in some doo-doo problem.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
Oh, they could have had Hog Rider out here. It would have been a whole new game. Hog Rider.
Did you say what armor on your back? Did I?
No, correct. Pekka is the character.
Okay.
Barbarian King is the character. Hog Rider is a fast-moving, heavily armored unit that can deal substantial damage.
Business. Enough of the things on your Pekka.
That's Clash of Clans.
WWE has invaded Clash of Clans, joining the millions playing with superstars like Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and The Undertaker in games today. Clash of Clans, lead your clan to victory. War Raiders defending the titles against the New Day here tonight.
Pekka starting this match for the War Raiders.
That would actually be Eric and now the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods trying to double team Eric of the War Raiders.
Big time right for Xavier that he just laughs at.
Eric just powers up Cody. Uses that as a battering ram against Xavier Woods. War Raiders have won the tag titles back in December. Tag name Ivar is now the legal name.
War Raiders are so damn innovative.
Yeah, here's the double team, just dumping Ivar out of both New Day members.
Well, listen, both War Raiders have had major neck surgeries in their career. We've talked about that in the past. That's part of the reason why they are completely reckless with their own bodies in pursuit of victory. And this does not look good for New Day right out of the blocks.
No risk it, no
Oh my God.
Cross body.
Oof.
The New Day left pancakes. Now they are a pair of pancakes after that.
Well, that's like getting hit by a refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Tag made. Here comes Eric of the War Raiders.
Well, they're in complete control here, looking to do a little tag team wrestling. War Raiders.
And look at this 330-pound man covered by Eric for the win. Kick out somehow by Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods got 330 pounds to his face, not once, but actually twice, and somehow kicked out a tooth.
I hope that our ring announcer, Alicia Taylor, is upset over the fact that Xavier Woods stole her haircut for this match tonight.
Maybe inspired by the greats, even when everybody hates you.
Oh, look at this. Xavier Woods intercepting Eric, and now the attack is underway.
We have it on good authority that
And a barricade. Remember the bad neck of Eric, a focal point of the New Day this past week.
they're not scared to kind of do anything they got to do to win again. And that's kind of been the MO of this New Day. Kofi's parents are actually going for the War Raiders.
A lot of people are taking shots at the New Day because of their treatment of Big E. The truth is they had to change something.
Look at this.
They become a nostalgia act.
And now right to the back of Eric. And remember, and we're going to harp on this because we have to, the surgically repaired neck of Eric, which almost cost him his wrestling career a number of years ago. Cover now, doing the tag titles. Look at the leg kick out by Eric in 2.
Well, tonight is really the acid test for the New Day. Was it a good idea to jettison Big E, win the titles, and all is forgiven? And this is part of the journey for them getting back to championship gold that they have not held in several years.
And you know what's interesting, guys? They know each other so well. They've met over a dozen times over the past number of years. It's been a tremendous rivalry between these two teams.
And New Day's potential
Oh, and look at that.
future Hall of Famers. I think a lot of people would say guaranteed.
Off the
but
famouser, cover now and a kick out.
a lot of people would say guaranteed future Hall of Famers, but with the way they're operating, they might burn enough bridges that nobody wants them in the Hall of Fame. But if they win another title in this new era, new version of the New Day, you're talking about greatest of all time conversations forever.
I think you're already there. I mean, they held 11 plus the NXT championship, but it's been over 2 years since they've been tag titles. Xavier Woods again targeting the back of the neck of Eric. Great strategy by the New Day. Hooks the arm and the leg. That was a great cover there.
Superb, tightly hooked. There's a lot left in the tank of Eric. Although that neck of his is surely taking a ton of abuse thus far. And Ivar on the outside, desperate to get himself in there.
Marking one of the greatest of all time, Ric Flair. Yeah.
Well, give it a tribute.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jump by Where's now Eric trying to fight back. Desperation time now for Eric.
Well, this is why New Day are such specialists. They completely isolated Eric, got him on the wrong side of the tracks, and now they're dropping the hammer.
Now they're going to steal one out of the book of the Great Hardy Boys, but Eric catches Kofi Kingston, and then Eric drops it right onto the back of Xavier Woods.
I mean, the New Day were taking their sweet-ass time there. It was only a matter of time before the War Raiders were able to gain their breath. And Ivar's looking to get into the match.
The arrogance kicking in for the New Day, starting to showboat too much. And what an error.
Ivar Creator with a big back body drop to Kofi Kingston.
itself can change everything that works with the marriage. I wish that they being a Finn Balor fan is right. Oh,
But
don't
he did win a world title here. Kofi Mania, of course.
they work as a heel. I'd like to see
It's a
more.
330-pound
If being a Finn Balor fan is rough, well, don't
His
kid yourself.
eyeball
There's no
gets
such
a-
Oh,
thing as a
sit down,
successful
Kofi
fan.
goes flat. Cartwheel.
R.I.P. to the people who live outside the United States. This schedule for like WrestleMania
that
New
big
City, there's
should
so
never
much
ever
going on.
possess.
Fans were eating, but we might
That
be
was
eating a
calling
little
for
bit
war
too
in
much.
Vegas.
This is a lot of wrestling to
Back to the
digest.
speed.
People really
Kofi
think he
Kingston.
can beat John Cena.
Ivar Kofi up. Kofi able to get out of it with a kick right to the face.
Big heel to the chin there by Kofi. Perfect. Place.
Referee Eddie Orengo.
Always has a great face, a great eye on the call.
Big Mets fan. That's fun today. Here's the double team.
Watch this.
I try to double team it. Ivar going to take out both members of the New Day.
Well, Ivar really has to do this on his own with Eric down and seemingly out. I would not put it past the big man.
Now what's he thinking?
It's got to be a scary sight back. Can you imagine? 300-plus pounder heading up to the top rope now, and Xavier Woods going to meet him there.
He's in a bad spot to be staring at those cheeks, knowing something bad's coming.
And the elbow by Woods.
Just a beat too long for Eric. Ivar as he was going skyward.
That's the thing about the New Day. They might be down, but they're never out. Always on time.
And focusing on Ivar, who had a neck injury as well. Eric Hogan. Whoa! Hit right out of midair.
I'll meet you halfway, Eric says.
Xavier Woods knocked out of the ring. Went for a full Nelson. Nice counter by Kofi. Trouble in paradise.
Cleaning the clock of Eric, cleaning out the ring, and now it's one-on-one.
Has to turn his attention to Ivar now.
Trying to block a lot of other
Catches
stuff.
him and kick right to
Look
the
at
face.
the sheets. Get there.
Kofi kicks it out. Going up to the top rope and fly.
I haven't been able to find movement with this much
Spinning
on any
heel
other
kick
character.
by Ivar.
How the hell did
I
he
got
get
that
his knee
Magneto
up that
up
high?
under there. I like Magneto too. I've
Right
tried
on
it,
time,
but he
Kofi's
moves
face.
good.
Each Ivar's knee.
Going for a second bite of the cherry. We've seen this before from the big man. Utter devastation of the end.
They do say.
Oh my God.
Look at the legs of Kofi. Cover from the top rope. There's the big limit break elbow by Woods.
Perfect timing from Xavier Woods.
Cover. Almost had him, and Ivar had to kick out. What a sequence.
I thought the top ropes broke.
Check out Ivar here on the top rope. Barely gets over. I think he slipped on the top rope. Just about made it through. But that transition into a pin gave Xavier Woods just enough time to bust that thing wide open.
Just an incredible scene in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Over 60,000 here. First night of a two-night WrestleMania. WrestleMania Saturday. This is for the World Tag Titles. The War Raiders against the New Day.
Battle Raiders defending their titles in a brawl here to start this.
Last guy over the slugging it out with is Big Eric. If you're Xavier Woods,
Jesus.
you're never gonna win that one.
Eric comes up. Oh, kick right in the midsection by Woods. Xavier Woods, former king of the ring. Looks for the animal again. Eric now finally gets the full Nelson in. And knee right to the back of the head. Oh, and listen to that kick.
He screams in his face as well.
Eric's lost his damn mind. When do you go for a cover there?
A great point. I mean, I don't know.
He wants more. The war want more.
But comes through so much abuse out the New Day. Now it's punishment time.
Oh, and from behind, Kofi Kingston saving Xavier Woods.
Eric just lost his mind there temporarily. Taken over by Rage, but it might be academic
And
now.
double team out, looking for the War Machine. And look at this. Kofi
Ooh.
Kingston caused Ivar to lose his balance. He landed on the back of his neck.
It was all behind the referee's back. Nicely done by the New Day. The fix may well be in here.
Tag made now. Xavier Woods is now the legal man. Frequent tags by New Day.
Kofi with a super genius play.
Remember the bad neck as well. From the top rope, Woods with some daylight. Cover by Woods, hook of the leg. Kofi Kingston with the assist and the New Day.
You gotta be kidding me.
Tag team title.
Here are your winners and new World Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
You know, Wade, to be honest, that was highway robbery. There's a reason the New Day are running out of Las Vegas.
Running like they stole something. Kofi certainly assisted with the pin. But what a win for the New Day.
A re-energized, reinvigorating New Day. But this pull hammer to the jaw by Eric. As the War Raiders went on the warpath, but hats off to the New Day. They ate everything and kept on ticking. And this is where Big Eric lost the plot completely. Once close to out cold. And instead of going for that pin, the War Raiders went to finish the job, but too crafty was Kingston on the outside. One daylight later, and this is proof positive.
This match could have definitely been on Raw. Like,
Was the right thing to
you have a whole TLC match that you could have put on this pay-per-view.
Obviously saw Kofi get the assist from the outside, and now the GOAT conversation should grow louder for the New Day in the tag team world.
Wade, you said it earlier how important this match was for the New Day to establish this new image they have. Well, this new image has led them to become the brand new World Tag Champs.
This April, WWE comes to Clash.
Clash of Mania. Clash of Clans. Play now. Eat a Snickers. Jeez.
Hi, great Jay. One more, but no yeet.
Yeet.
No yeet, just the Snickers line.
Gotcha. Yeet.
Okay, Jay, there's no yeet in the script.
No yeet. Yeet.
No yeet.
Yeet.
No yeet.
Yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet yeet.
Yeet.
Why do you keep saying yeet?
Eat a Snickers, Oz. Snickers satisfies.
What's the news?
Well, they're watching WrestleMania live tonight at Cosm in Dallas, Texas. This is, of course, the interactive, immersive experience where if you can't make it to a premium live event like WrestleMania, you're going to want to do it right here. They were celebrating the victory of the new world champ, Jey Uso, tonight. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada, over the weekend for, of course, WrestleMania, which is brought to you in part by Jackpot. Download the Jackpot Lottery app to start ordering lottery tickets right on your smartphone. New customers use code WWE for your first ticket free. A lot of people hanging out.
Well, the entertainment capital of the world is WrestleMania. The stars are out. O'Shea Jackson Jr. Long time WWE fan, also hosting the podcast that is greater than Michael J. Obviously, host, writer of SNL. Also special on Netflix, and ladies and gentlemen, Grammy Award-winning rapper, singer, and songwriter, legend of the human down 200 pounds. Jelly Roll is in the house. We love you, brother.
And what did Jelly do on Big Night?
Crushed it. Available now on Hulu. Shout out to everybody coming out and partying with us.
And we'd like to extend a special thank you to The Weeknd. It's Playboy Cardi for Timeless, a theme song of WrestleMania 41 off the new album Hurry Up Tomorrow. Make sure to catch Hurry Up Tomorrow in movie theaters May 16th. A storm brews between two once close confidants, now mortal enemies, driven apart by envy and betrayal. Up next, Jade Cargill will seek vengeance against Naomi, who seeks to prove her worth in the ring tonight. Let's first examine the shocking turn of events that brought Naomi to turn against her friends for the supposed sake of her livelihood.
Hey, we need some help! Hey, we need medics! We need some help here! Hey, paramedic!
Look, all I can say at the moment is the investigation is still ongoing. I don't see any other option besides you having to relinquish the tag team titles.
No, I don't want to do that. What are you talking about? No.
If she needs a tag team partner, I can step up to the plate.
Yes, Naomi has always had my back.
Naomi is standing side by side with her longtime friend, now turned tag team championship partner.
We got to move forward with just me and you, but that doesn't mean that we're going to forget about what happened to Jay. You got Nia, Candace, Tiffany, Liv, Raquel.
When I find out who did it, it's on site.
There's been a development in the Jade situation.
Is that Liv and Raquel? I knew it! I told you!
This is the 7th Women's Elimination Chamber match in history. Naomi and Liv Morgan will start things off.
A storm is coming.
Jade Cargill is back. We haven't seen her since she's attacked. Liv Morgan, look at the look on her face.
Close the Jade!
Well. Say hello to some comeuppance. Wait a minute. Jade's having attacked Naomi. Does she believe it was Naomi who attacked her a number of months ago?
Not to harp on Naomi much longer, but how did you know that she was the attacker?
You know, Kathy, all I can recall is being hit from the back and being thrown on a car. And then as everything grew dark, seeing Naomi just run away. I mean, that was my big sis. I mean, how can you trust anyone after that?
always been a woman to do the right thing. I did it for you. I did it for her. No, you don't touch me. Me and you, we're done. Now that you're back, Bianca won't even look at me.
You tried to take me out because of your own insecurities. I'm not just angry. I'm pissed.
When I think about all that I've sacrificed, all that I've given, and that's what really breaks my heart.
Time has run out. This WrestleMania, the glow is fading.
At WrestleMania, I strongly advise you.
I'm your biggest threat
To proceed.
because a storm
With
is coming.
caution.
The following contestant is looking for the ball. Introducing first, from Orlando,
Oh,
Naomi.
Away to Jake Cargill.
this is
has
an
put away
interesting
tonight. They're going to be putting
tournament
caution tape around a crime scene that Naomi's going to be in the middle of.
Well, it's pretty rare of late that Jade Cargill has had her own way, in large part due to the actions of this woman, who far from being part of the Big Three was often treated as the third wheel as part of the Big Two. That's, to the behavior of Jade Cargill.
Jealousy, isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins?
I don't know about any of those, but I do know, like, there's been the time for the past.
Committed all of them, right?
Nancy Kerrigan, absolutely not. And there was a kicker that was stabbed one time in training camp.
Yep.
There are sometimes people that will attack within their own team because they will have a chance to succeed. And that's even what happened with Naomi. She had played. That's you. So, thank God. Good teammate.
So would
I
ladies and
hate
gentlemen,
this.
WrestleMania brought to you by This
They-
Is Hot and Spicy.
They ruined my Black Excellence. Black Excellence. Black Excellence was at WrestleMania last year. Now they don't split, and now this is what I gotta see. I hate
Prepare
it.
yourself for full contact flavor with a kick from a blend of chilies and spices. Again, this smash brought to you by This Is Hot and Spicy Fire Block.
So good. So delicious. Shout out to this.
Hey guys, we are just outside Allegiant Stadium here, the site of WrestleMania 41. This is a perfect day. Sunny skies, calm winds, just an occasional light breeze. But wait a minute. The winds are starting to pick up a little bit. Clouds are moving in, and they're moving in fast. Uh-oh. I hear thunder.
Ooh.
Lightning off in the distance now. It's getting stormy out here. Rain. Wait, that's rain with hail now. Holy smoke, it is escalating quickly out here. It is time to take some cover.
Dictatorial.
And he's graduated from yourself.
He's very accurate at calling weather systems and storms.
Oh, it's been a while since I said this.
In Vegas.
It's a good job we're indoors, isn't it?
Why do you always have to ruin?
wait,
It
idiot.
definitely works. You feel that aura that is just pounded you right in the face. Wade Barrett, that's the storm that Jade brings everywhere she goes.
She is one bad woman. Attacked by Naomi, lost to the tag titles. Naomi played off this whole boo-hoo-hoo act. Oh, she took me away from my friend Bianca. Poor me. What she wanted was to get the tag team Yeah, you have a lot of knowledge about that.
I made sure I never had friends in my career. That's why nobody ever stabbed me in the back.
Here we go, Naomi and Jade Cargill one-on-one tonight.
Love
This is the singles debut at WrestleMania for that woman, the impressive Jade Cargill. We're underway and immediately takes Naomi off her feet and Cargill pounding away. This will not be pretty, Wade.
Yeah, well, physically, Jade Cargill has absolutely no weaknesses whatsoever. However, emotionally, issues have been exploited in the past. And right out of the blocks, Jade Cargill has seemingly lost the plot.
You know, Pat, it was a nice deal. It was last year where Jade made her WrestleMania debut when she teamed with both Bianca and Naomi for the big victory over Damage Control.
It felt like the entire world stopped at that moment. She was on the run, on the rise. And then somebody ran her over with a car, tried to kill her.
This is the 10th match of the career in WrestleMania for Naomi. Obviously, a lot more experience. I believe she actually threw it through a window, Pat, but nonetheless.
Oh, that's on me. I apologize.
Good point.
That's on me. Still trying to kill her.
This isn't a Rikishi situation here.
Here's the problem.
Even though Naomi may have learned that from Rikishi,
You talk
you get
about
the point.
all of the experience of Naomi here at WrestleMania. She's had a massive career. It's been 15 years plus. She's won world championships, yet she was seen as the C-level player.
In whose eyes? Maybe in your eyes.
Yeah, and maybe
She
in
might
your
have
eyes.
felt like that. Nobody viewed her like that.
Certain commentators.
Oh, Naomi!
Jesus.
Rigged into the barricade.
This really has been a storm from the off, and things are really going south from Naomi from the word go.
Wait from it. As an inkling for people, what impresses you about Jade Cargill?
Was the physicality of the woman. She is like an apparition of an angel has appeared in there, perfectly built for combat.
Oh,
However,
goodness.
I don't care how many hours you spend in the gym, you cannot protect the eyeballs.
Who's an angel? I want her to be my guardian. As Naomi catches her right in the side of the face.
Absolute superstar. But Naomi's been here, done that.
Dragging outside the ring and
Ooh.
to that X Factor.
But here's the deal, that strike by Naomi sums up that she has been completely underestimated by many, including Jade Cargill. This is not the Funkadactyl version of Naomi like she's often been treated. This is a top-level superstar who's about to smash some Jade Cargill.
And now Naomi right to the arm of Jade, and this time dropping her to the floor again. And again, Naomi almost like she was waiting for her moment, not getting out of control early on.
Right out of early score.
Nice.
She created this moment, obviously made a decision. She was waiting for a moment, and she did wait out the storm. Great work out Lee and Jade came through. Naomi in control.
Naomi taking her time now, and blockbuster by Naomi outside the ring.
Everything's so smooth and easy right now for Naomi.
That is the truth in this situation between these two. It really isn't as black and white as it's often been painted. Both women do feel like they are in the right. Neither woman, though, is here just to win. They're here to wipe a rival off the face of the planet.
And again, great takedown by Naomi. Face first. Looking to pick up the win here over Cargill at WrestleMania, and a kick out. A win for Naomi means what tonight? Wait.
Well, it's justification. It's proof that you were never the B-level player or the C-level player surrounded by others. You are, in fact, the top woman around here.
There's a loss mean for Jade Cargill.
The loss for Jade Cargill would be problematic for Jade going forward. She has all the incentive in the world to get the win. All the revenge is on her side. The momentum, motivation, the power, everything.
Channel the emotion into a victory tonight, but Naomi right now is dominating.
Well, have you ever seen a more confident version of Naomi? The 15-plus years that we've been watching her, she's always been the quiet, fairly timid woman who's allowed others to take the glow and take the spotlight. Naomi has grown before our eyes over the past 3 or 4 months.
Again, Naomi into the cover on Cargill for the win, hooks the leg. Jade is able to kick it to near fall.
Complete control here, matriculating through the match, Naomi. Leg drop, let's test to see where she's at. Kick out, okay, we'll go back to the jaw and the neck a little.
Interesting submission here being applied from Naomi to Jade Cargill, almost
Beat Jade down right now, pretty
trying
good.
to battle out of this.
You know, part of the issues for Jade Cargill is simply doesn't have the same in-ring experience as Naomi.
And right to the back of the leg. And to your point, Wade, what a great counter.
The experience Jade Cargill does has often been alongside
Oh!
Bianca Belair, but physically there's still something left in Jade Cargill. How much remains to be seen?
What a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for the power of Cargill.
And that's the power that we all saw in night one that told us Jade Cargill's going to be in the WWE for a long time.
And now Cargill starting to build momentum. There's over 60,000 look on in Las Vegas. Jade Cargill, the powerhouse, just sends Naomi across the ring. And that power is just a God-given gift.
Also a lot of hard work. Spends hours and hours in the gym. Very explosive.
Seemingly originates from a plane higher than humanity.
Naomi, though, able to get the foot up and stop the momentum, at least momentarily, of Jade. Naomi now to the second rope. For a blockbuster again. Jade picks her.
Oh my God, what string!
Into a running power slam. Naomi somehow gets the shoulder off. That was insane.
I'm blown away by the fact that you can catch a human being flying at you from that angle, stack her vertically, and turn it into a jackhammer, and somehow Naomi kicked out.
And now with Naomi up on her shoulders, able to slip behind.
Just physics-wise, I have no idea how she was able to do that.
And a big foot down goes Naomi.
Superhuman strength from Jade Cargill.
Jade is fired up. Retribution time against Naomi here tonight.
Smart once again from Naomi, hooking that bottom rope. Jade Cargill better keep her eye on the ball here. Too much separation, too much space. You cannot allow Naomi that.
The official Ryan trying able to pull them and separate them off the ropes. And now Naomi to the second rope. This time going to go again. This time caught again. Naomi went to the well again and didn't pay off. All the way slam by Jade Cargill.
And you saw Jade Cargill playing possum there, just baiting in Naomi, knowing full well she had the power to catch her in full flight.
We're in a wrestling match. Jade Cargill's playing catch. What a beast.
It's just humiliating Naomi as she stepped on her, walking over her. Cargill now heading to the second rope. Took a little bit too much time.
Way too long. It looked like she was going for a moonsault, changed her mind, and that indecision is all Naomi needed.
Kicked some dirt, wasted some time.
Naomi now from the top rope to Jade. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Ooh!
Naomi!
Oh! Oh, that was good.
Reversals there, but the factor of Naomi got the best of it.
Up to top rope. Split leg moonsault. Connecting to Cargill. Cover now by Naomi. Jade powers out.
Well, it's a shocking kick out to no one more so than Naomi, who knew that should have been victory, and that must be panic stations after connecting perfectly right on the bullseye with the split leg moonsault, tightly hooked in. If that doesn't do it, what the hell else have you got in the tank, Naomi?
Especially after a top rope bulldog. Naomi. On fire.
Jade begging for more. She got one. Kick right to the jaw.
Demanding a kick on the joint and get one. That only works in the movies, Jade.
Couple of kicks. Jade, though, able to intercept this time. Got Naomi.
Uh-oh. Jaded.
Naomi rolls through. Shoulders down. For a victory. Jade able to kick out.
That was close. That was really close.
And now Naomi going for another submission. Almost a variation here. Wait a minute.
The ring's a center. Connecting center of the ring. Jade Cargill a million miles from the ropes, but desperately trying to turn this around.
And she does. Jade Cargill, great move. Now look at her power Naomi up. Cargill with Naomi on her shoulder.
Oh, she's so slick.
To a vertical base.
That's her leg gear.
Naomi lands on her feet. This is wildly. Oh, Jade's got her up.
Too much.
No hands. No hands. Well, now she's
Naomi
using
in deep
hands.
trouble.
It's on the top floor.
Ooh!
Can you believe it? Turned it into a power bomb. And now Cargill's got her where she wants her. Jaded by Jade Cargill. What a WrestleMania performance.
Ooh. That was slick.
I am blown away.
What a fight.
Well, forget your favorites for personality-wise, both women playing it all on the line. Both women A++ tonight. But Jade Cargill simply had too much this evening.
Naomi had full control for a large portion of this match.
And the X Factor outside the ring. This right here.
This is how the world looks.
Jade Cargill, impressed.
Physics captured a woman flat here in that angle. Naomi went old school. What a boot to the face is the ultimate answer to whatever offense you throw. How many reversals did we see in a blink of an eye there? But Naomi, the veteran, pulling out that second rope pulled up. Look at this.
Top floor to the lobby quick. Power ball.
If you're going to pull out some new moves, now is the time to do it. And then Jay went old school. Jaded. Both women hands up. But Jade Cargill, what a star you are.
Naomi has nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. Jade Cargill with a star-making moment at WrestleMania. Well, after 26 years, the Wolves are back, stepping to Southtown for full throttle battles and a saga reborn. Pre-order Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves today. Early access begins April 21st. It's time to red it up.
So nice. We're just happy to see it twice.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, that night, 2 nights, and I will finally be hosting. And nobody better try me.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium. Scan the code to register for pre-sale information.
We gotta turn up.
Can't wait for SummerSlam, but we're still in WrestleMania season. Settle any score in Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves unleash full throttle combos and devastating special moves with the exciting Rev combat system. See what all the Fury is about. Scan the QR code to pre-order your copy now. What a night it has been at WrestleMania. We got a brand new World Heavyweight Champion and Jey Uso. We got new tag champs, the New Day. Jade Cargill, absolutely exceptional. I want to invite everyone, right after WrestleMania goes off the air tonight, the WrestleMania post show, hosted, of course, by the great Joe Tessitore. It'll be on Peacock and all of WWE social media channels. And tomorrow morning, WrestleMania recap. Sam Roberts, Megan Morant break down WrestleMania wherever you get your audio podcasts. It's going to be great. A lot of celebrities tonight, Pat.
Celebs are out. Thank you for hanging with us. There's Lily Singh, the television host, comedian, and author, super talent. Thank you for hanging in. How about a multi-platinum
My guy!
producer?
Liliani, my guy!
Liliani in the building. Obviously, Michael Cole is a massive Liliani's fan. As we all know,
Just went down.
we appreciate you, Yanni, for coming through WrestleMania.
You know, WWE is presented by Xfinity. Stay connected to more of the WWE action you love with Wi-Fi built for streaming from Xfinity. Well, the United States title match is brought to you by Wheatley American Vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed champ of smooth, and it's 10 times distilled. We're going to get into more of that later on. He goes to face the megastar. Defends the United States Championship against the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. The match that pits Spiker against Savagery next. First, let's take a look at the history of Ruthless Beatdown. That's what a sequel.
Stars in this entire industry. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Cook for a minute. talk to him. Fan support just breaks the scale for the megastar. Where he goes, we get major ovations. Call me what you want, but sooner or later, you will call me United States champ. BSA! Because I made it that way. With everybody saying,
LA Knight. Yeah.
everybody looking is gunning for this thing. It doesn't matter if it's open challenges, world-class athletes, all right. But no. Nobody comes out with this because I won't let you. And that's the way it's got to be because I made it that way. Reckless and lawless. Disturbed.
Violent, vicious, unpredictable, chaotic, absolutely unhinged. God help us all. There's a werewolf on the loose. Jacob Fatu was blessed with all of the physical gifts a human being could ever want, but not the morality.
If you ain't know, I'm on gas. No price win. Whoever get in my way, I'm a dog off that gas.
How do you stop Jacob Fatu? The guy's like the undead. He just keeps coming forward no matter what you throw at him.
What you thought I was crazy? Huh? I'm just getting started.
Fatu is no longer satisfied in playing a loyal soldier to anyone.
That U.S. title, I'm bringing home to the family. With you or without you. You know what I mean?
No, cut that. I understand that this thing makes me a marked man. But understand something. I've been a marked man from the day I walked into SmackDown with the chip or not. But at the end of the day, WrestleMania, it's the same song. And still, United States champion.
Yeah.
Come on, please. If you can lay here, or I will beat your ass down. Hell, I'm America's most wanted. Hell, I'm a menace to society.
Oh no. A taste of what's to come.
I want the least here. I'm on gas. No breaks down. The way I see things, that U.S. title is coming to me.
Two, four, five, two. Oh, that's just scary.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 291 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Question is, can
That's just scary.
Jacob Fatu follow the footsteps of his family member, Jey Uso, who earlier tonight won the World Heavyweight Championship? Fatu seeking his first singles title here in WWE. Talk about unpredictable.
Jacob Fatu does not view Jey Uso as a family member. Jacob Fatu is obsessed with winning gold for his family and ushering in a new era of Samoan dominance built in his own image.
Maybe he can say whatever he wants, but it's true.
I know that his family is obviously very successful in this business. But whenever I say this guy might be the next one, I'm talking about the entire damn business, not just his family.
This United States title match is brought to you by Wheatley American Vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed champion of smooth, and it's 10 times distilled because cutting corners isn't American. Tonight they celebrate the superstars aiming to achieve their own American dream. Grab an American fuel today with Wheatley, the official vodka of WWE. Please enjoy responsibly. They're just teasing us, right?
Well, that's it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, Vodka. All right. Steve Weiser. All right.
Hey.
Jacob. Pop. 2. Fight for a U.S. title. This is the dog.
Notice that nobody in the audience is booing Jacob Fatu. They simply don't care. And look into those eyes on the pitiless.
Yeah, you go ahead and boo him. Go ahead and boo Jacob Fatu. You see what happens. You're going to die. You'll die. You'll die. It's just murder. Murder will happen. This man pulling up in a car, bro. Hey, yo.
Looks like you, McAfee, with a chauffeur driver.
Never in a million years. But LA Knights are riding in style. They said that was too live and too loud. It overheated. Max capacity of heat of LA Knight and the Maserati.
And you start entrance in the Maserati, which may well in part be due to the fact that Knight competed twice last night on SmackDown, and that body took a hell of a lot of punishment, and perhaps he needed a little assistance getting down to the ring this evening. Question the smarts of competing so close to this match.
And your opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the United States Champion, LA Knight.
Yeah.
You know, Wheatley American Vodka and the WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Senior Master Sergeant Michael Bennett from the USO, a Creech Air Force Base here in Nevada. Wheatley raised a glass to Senior Master Sergeant Bennett and all retired and active members of the U.S. military for your service.
What a hero, thank you.
Thank you, sir. You know, the entrances really tell a story, Wade, of the contrasting styles of the two men in this match.
Well, LA Knights got this place on their feet, and you like Bob Dylan, right?
Exactly.
Well, my lords, they are a tingling. That was the famous Bob Dylan hit back in the 60s. And tonight, LA Knight wants to deliver a major hit of his own.
It's actually the times they are changing.
That's not how I heard
I
it.
get your point. But to LA Knight for the United States Championship. Dozens of WWE Hall of Famers have held the gold over the years. Of course, the very first was mentioned by Triple H in his Hall of Fame speech last night, the great Harley Race. And tonight, LA Knight looks to retain. Jacob Fatu looks to win his first ever singles title in WWE.
Coast to coast, coast to coast. He is everything that you would want in a champion here at the WWE.
Last night, last month, LA Knight did knock off Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, look at that! Nice neck breaker by Knight.
This is Knight trying to end things quick. I think he took a hell of a beating last night.
Went for the BFT and Fatu countered. And now
Oh, boy.
Knight looking into the eyes of a werewolf.
The game plan of LA Knight was perfect until Jacob Fatu had very different ideas, and there is fear now in the eyes of the megastar.
You know, Wade, I was going to ask you strategy for LA Knight against this Crazy guy.
Throw everything you can at the guy and hope whatever body weaknesses you have are not.
Oh no!
Too late. And the ribs of LA Knight, look how badly he had to grab them there.
That's because of the beatdown last night.
Oh, that spine of LA Knight, especially the entire midsection. 2 matches, 24 hours before this defense is absolute insanity. I love the megastar, but sometimes he is completely delusional with that confidence, and he's going to pay the price here.
Jacob Fatu is just a crazy individual. This guy has done stints in prison. He got out the last time. He said he was going to change his life around. Slept on a mattress in an abandoned home for a number of months just to get an opportunity to try to do this, get involved in combat sports. And he's trying to make the most of it.
Had to learn a lot of lessons on his road to right now.
Live that kind of lifestyle. It's going to give you an insatiable hunger. That is the scariest part of Jacob Fatu.
Sunset flip, and LA Knight moves out of harm's way.
Mentally, he's ready. Physically, he's ready. Is tonight the night where he gets gold, or is LA Knight?
Turning into a cross-body lateral press kick out at 2.
That frenzy of energy that took over this stadium when the megastar arrived has completely been neutralized now.
From Maserati to now, a lot less boom.
This is Jacob's WrestleMania debut. A couple of important points here, Wade. He's never been pinned or forced to submit in WWE, and he beat Braun Strowman in a last man standing match to earn this opportunity tonight.
Yeah, it was a match that the whole world thought Braun Strowman was simply unbeatable in. It was a match that Braun Strowman has made his own over the past 10 years. Enter Jacob Fatu, rip up the record books. This guy is completely different to anything we've seen before.
I mean, he's an uber athlete. He's got a killer instinct. Doesn't give a damn about anybody.
His size and his proportion make him very tough to stop.
And smart move by LA Knight. Go to the knee, take out Fatu. LA Knight now with a basement drop kick. Drives Fatu outside the ring.
Fatu, no stranger to the outside of the ring.
And LA Knight now drives Fatu right between the announce
I
table.
like how the announce tables are honestly set up as roulette
May
tables.
well have jarred those ribs once again, caught the rope on the way through.
You look at LA Knight, he's got about 3% body fat. The amount of work and discipline this man has to the craft of being our champion. It's certainly admirable, but he's in a dogfight with all of you.
Jesus.
Caught that in midair. Fatu delivered it. Trying to win the United States Championship. Puts the leg down.
Green shirt guys in attendance as usual.
Just has that
that Randy Savage?
quality that terrifies and captivates in equal measures. Natural born fear factor for the entire locker room due to his abilities to pull off moves like that in the blink of an eye.
I like that way. Fear factor.
I mean, he defeats opponents before they even get in the ring with him.
Went for the running senton tonight.
What in the hell?
Desperately got the knees up to the spine of Fatu.
Literally anything can happen with Jacob Fatu. He's athletic enough to be able to accomplish any move he wants to beat your ass, but then he can also round and pound you out of here.
Get the sense the game plan of LA Knight is gone, and now it's just a scramble for survival.
LA Knight, though, no stranger to this.
Oh, pop up Samoa and tried it again. This time Knight able to counter. Went to the well once too often. Well, maybe not. Oh, LA Knight, nice arm drag.
Wow.
What a move by LA Knight.
How much is left in this tank of Knight? He simply can't follow it up.
He can't follow it up, but he's getting a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, but Wade, you're a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. That's what being a champ's all about, right? Getting down when you have to.
Ability to dig deep when it matters most. The problem is, can you dig as deep as Jacob Fatu? The answer, maybe yes.
Yeah, Fatu went face first off the steel post. And now LA Knight with a body shot kicked out of the midsection. And Knight started the attack on Fatu.
That's our U.S. champion.
LA Knight into the corner with a running knee.
From looking sluggish to looking like a perpetual motion machine once again.
A lot of yes in Las Vegas.
Shoulder to the post. Now on the other side, and LA Knight starting to put the beating on Jacob Fatu. Knight now turns him inside out. LA Knight with an opportunity.
LA Knight knew he was in for a fight. He was ready for it. Now he's going to the sky. Yeah.
Oh!
Fatu, big elbow cover for his retention in Vegas and a kick out at 2.
Well, how clever was that of LA Knight adapting mid-air? Clearly, Jacob Jacob Fatu was supposed to be lying flat on his back like most opponents. Gets up to his feet, but Knight still connects with that elbow. Just goes to show you simply can't keep Jacob Fatu down for long and back again on the offense.
LA Knight just threw his absolute best shot at Fatu.
Fatu just has this beyond human ability to regenerate in record time.
Those lessons we talked about earlier, top of the screen.
And LA Knight, he knew it was coming. And again, Knight knows Fatu well. Great defense there.
Great defense, but how do you follow up when you've had the stuffing knocked out of you and your ribs are on fire? Go for broke, LA Knight.
That's what he's trying to do here. And I hook Fatu. He's hung up to the top of a big elbow drops Knight. LA Knight now. Oh, athleticism.
Oh!
Two-face first. Knight for the win. What a move by LA Knight. Fatu kicks it 2.5. Senior official Charles Robinson was right there at the call.
Incredible athleticism, balance, and raw power from the megastar that really should have been enough. But Fatu once again equal to it.
LA Knight at this stage of the match, being able to jump all the way up to the top rope.
It's that cavalca that's thick in the air here in Las Vegas.
For the BFT, the blunt force trauma. Fatu follows it up with a super kick. Drops down in the corner. LA is in trouble. Back him on up.
Looking fresh as a daisy once again is Fatu.
And again. There's a Rikishi.
Just eats Fatu
Look at
right
that.
there.
Does make
Nephew of both
sense.
ends. Jacob now heads out to the apron. Fatu heading up to the top rope. Jacob Fatu from the top. Swanton.
Good
The
God.
United States Championship. Covered by Fatu. Kick out by
Now he kicked out.
What a matchup for the United States title.
2.99 after Jacob Fatu did the unthinkable with a beautiful maneuver, that swanton from the top that really should have put the megastar away, but the megastar just grows into the brightest of spotlights, and it gets no brighter than WrestleMania.
How the hell LA Knight still fighting?
First singles championship match in WWE for Fatu. LA Knight with much more experience when it comes to that at this level.
Absolutely. I think Fatu just throwing his head at LA Knight as the crowd's coming alive here. Split crowd.
Activated by Jacob Fatu and his insane abilities.
Top rope moves.
Oh! 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 He caught him in midair! Oh! Oh! He caught him in midair!
Unbelievable to unfortunate in the space of 3 seconds. A perfectly executed BFT against a flying opponent just landed so badly for LA Knight.
Kicked off. Jacob Fatu in the sky.
That may have been LA Knight's last hurrah, or was it? The Knight still fighting back.
Fatu was hurting in a big way here, unsurprisingly after that BFT.
Okay, LA Knight ribs.
Ribs first on the top buckle.
And El Fatu.
Ooh!
Back, the ribs again, wearing down the champion.
Who would think of hitting a senton in that position?
Oh, Jacob Fatu, obviously. Oh, here's the Samoan drop from the top.
Every move so powerful and devastating.
Fatu, top rope moves.
Oh my God! He's done. Knight's done. What a fucking match!
Here to celebrate the legendary Haku.
Oh man, not Haku. Oh, these two psychopaths in one ring.
And Jacob Fatu.
You can't hate that. Oh my God. 2 matches of the night back to back. Like, you can't get any better than that.
Your first ever title, Jacob Fatu.
I mean, this is an incredible match, Wade.
Both men showed A-plus athleticism. This was the moment it looked like the megastar may have got the incredible putting away Fatu, but this man just bounces back time and time again. And that is just a work of art from the ultimate savage in this industry. And LA Knight was giving it everything he got, but when you absorb this, although that was a moment with a BMT connected out of nowhere, and fortuitously, the Fatu just landed in the right spot to grab the roster.
Everything Fatu does is impressive, including pop-up moonsaults off the top rope. He hit 3 of them on LA Knight, and that was all he needed to become our United States champion at WrestleMania 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible night for the Hawaii family bloodline. Jacob Fatu is now the United States champion. SmackDown better beware of the werewolf.
Wheatley American Vodka is for hardworking people with true American spirit. People who never kiss Maladona.
Oh, a thing of beauty!
People who rise to the occasion.
Here we go!
Men and women who know how to get the job done.
From the top!
And when the day is over, nothing's better than celebrating with something truly American.
Wheatley, so good after you. Finally, WrestleMania is coming back to New Orleans. WrestleMania 42, live from the Superdome.
WWE fans, start playing Fatal Fury, City of Wolves on Monday, April 21st, 3 days before launch. Scan the QR code and pre-order now for early access. While you're there, join the mailing list for your chance to win an exclusive WWE giveaway. Scan now. Well, the WWE returns to Buffalo, Las Vegas, with the Undertaker One Dead Man show tonight. The roast of WrestleMania, featuring Tony Hinchcliffe and friends tomorrow. And NXT this Tuesday, April 22nd. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. What a WrestleMania Saturday this has been so far, presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfied. And by WWE 2K25, WrestleMania sale is here. WWE 2K25 is 20% off on all platforms today, bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite Bloodline, Family, and 2K showcase the Bloodline Dynasty, plus intergender battles and more game-changing updates saved today. Well, the countdown show earlier today, the announcement was made by Rey Mysterio. He is not medically cleared to compete tonight because of an injury suffered on Friday Night SmackDown last night. But he will be replaced in this match by the great Rey Phoenix, who has a score to settle with El Grande Americano. And both these men WrestleMania debuts next.
Born in the heart of Mexico and forged in the fire of tradition, the art of lucha libre is more than a spectacle. High-flying warriors and the masked heroes have captivated generations. It is a legacy rooted in honor, passion, and an unbreakable spirit. In lucha libre, the mask is sacred, a warrior's soul woven into every stitch. The luchador's mask may conceal their identity, but their undeniable connection can craft a legacy that echoes throughout eternity. Today, this time honored tradition carries forward, but there is one star that shines brighter than all the rest. He is a champion, an icon, a Hall of Famer. He is the evolution of Lucha Libre, and we all know that la evolución es un misterio. He is El Grande Americano. After being blackballed for many years, it's a pleasure to be back. I've lost all my weight to being a freaking hero for these people. Just for the whole Lucha Libre community to rise up against me. So after all I did, you blackball me? Nobody blackballs El Grande Americano. I blackball you.
What the hell is that? Oh, Carolina! Down goes Ray! And the security dragging this lucha out here. Is that actually American made?
January wrong. That was El Grande Americano.
You're trying to tell me that the man who was out there wearing the lucha mask, that wasn't you.
What I'm telling you, Kathy, is security here is clearly pathetic.
You're a real jackass.
Will they talk to me like that?
Dr. Snow, really?
Greatest luchador of all time? Are you kidding me? Rey Mysterio and his little pals. They're just a cheap
Oh, God.
Grande Americano.
Hey, is that a piece of metal?
It was a Coltamo, obviously. But of course, Ray couldn't help himself.
Oh no, headbutt to Ray with a loaded mask.
Rey Mysterio thought he could insult the legacy of the great El Grande Americano. Now he finds himself too weak to compete at WrestleMania. And it doesn't matter who stands up in his place, not even if your name is Face.
Hey, Dub.
WrestleMania. The true identity of Lucha Libre will be revealed. Rey Fénix takes on El Grande Americano.
Oh goodness. This is who I think it is.
Oh, God. They really are just.
Yeah, Jack Gable. No.
This is like the dumbest thing.
Try again. Mariachi band. Poor people forced to wear the
This is the dumbest
Grande
thing.
Americano mask. El Grande Americano has been great since he debuted on Monday Night Raw.
This is the dumbest thing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the dawn of America, weighing in at 202 pounds, El Grande Americano.
Apparently, Alicia didn't get the memo. He actually now hails from the Gulf of Mexico. And Pat, you explained that on the show. But it was an accounting logistical thing. Whenever he was born, Gulf of Mexico, you see. Nonetheless, you guys do realize
This is also
you can't
hurting my
spell
eyes.
Lucha
Good God.
without Chad, right? Luke, Chad, or. Yeah, and that or could be the fact that you are wrong. And this is El Grande Americano.
I heard you banging on about this for weeks now, Michael Cole. What I haven't had you do is supply one single solitary shred of
The
evidence
screen
to
color.
back up these outlandish
Okay,
claims
what
about
about
the real identity of this.
A lot of people have that tattoo on their back. I thought about doing it just last week. How about that? Chad does this on a normal basis. Well, maybe he drew a little inspiration from Chad Gable, who is an Olympian. But with all that being said, just a few weeks ago, Wade, I don't know if you saw it.
Chad Gable and El Grande Americano seen in the same hallway at the same damn time.
There you go. Proof positive that Michael Cole is a liar.
And people have footage of Sasquatch, too. I mean, come on. It happened one time.
I went hunting with a guy one time down in Georgia, told me that he had footage, and he said he had 4 hours and 8 hours out in the woods that night. We didn't hear a thing. You know how they look for Sasquatch? They just yell. They think that is what's going to get called back. I'll tell you what, it didn't. With that being said, that's El Grande Americano. Chad Gable not here tonight.
Michael Cole just doesn't have enough respect for Lucha Libre to leave a luchador alone. You want him to take his mask off, right? That is death to the career of a luchador. Now, speaking of a luchador,
Well, I get to see Ray Phoenix's entrance for the first time.
Hi, Chad. Hey, Chad, what's up?
said all that in response to John.
What a moment for us right now.
Weighing in at 182 pounds, Ray Phoenix!
It's an honor to be here for Ray Phoenix's.
Yeah, of course, replacing Rey Mysterio.
This is so awesome.
Friday Night SmackDown.
Ray Phoenix had a hell of a night last night on SmackDown, initially throwing Chad Gable, of all people, out of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, later on in the match, out of the crowd, El Grande Americano appeared and eliminated Ray Phoenix from the match. So there's real beef between these two.
Major announcement was made earlier today on the Countdown Show. Has something to do with this guest here tonight, the Kingo. He is a former AAA champion. The reason we bring that up is because the WWE has acquired the Lucha Libre organization known as AAA. We'll talk more about that after this matchup. Also, look who's here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man.
Dana White.
He's a part of the TKO group. UFC CEO Dana White is joining tonight with us here at the WWE. Big business brain on that man. He's guided UFC to new heights, and tonight, taking in WrestleMania 41. Ray Phoenix debuting at WrestleMania. What a dream.
Whoa,
That's not why.
Idiot.
Who runs into a big kick?
Get this my Kingo thrown out of here.
Why? El Grande Americano got in his face.
We don't know if El Grande Americano and Vikingo have an old rivalry.
I guarantee you that Chad Gable has no idea who he is. And there's Ray Phoenix, spectacular Phoenix, looking for the win, and a kick out.
That's El Grande Americano. It's not Chad Gable. And this referee is just allowing that to take place. Ray Phoenix should be disqualified. For what?
All right, the match never started. I love this banter and commentary. Oh shit!
Obviously, insanely talented.
Yeah, you've had the opportunity to see him on SmackDown the last few weeks. What a talent, huh?
Absolutely blown minds. Look, he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, trying to follow in the footsteps of Penta, his brother, over on Raw, who has been equally incredible. But Ray Phoenix was absolutely outstanding. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and now of all
Oh, this is so fun.
WrestleMania already.
Yeah, Penta's in action tomorrow night. Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title. El Grande Americano, Ray Phoenix, WrestleMania debuts here tonight.
Seems to be a theme in the locker room that all of the luchadors are dead set against El Grande Americano.
Oh, what a move by Phoenix. The Hurricane on a cover now to defeat El Grande Americano in a kick out.
Wherever El Grande Americano was before the WWE, he had to be doing so much damage for all these people hating as much.